Good morning, students. My name is Kanchan Bala, and today we are going to start a new chapter, Continuous Tenses. Continuous tenses, present, past, and future. What is continuous tense? Students, in a continuous tense, the verb phrases indicates an ongoing or incomplete action in the past, present, or future. It means continuous tense tells us about an action going on in present, past, or future time. Okay? Students, all continuous tenses are formed with the helping verb plus a main verb having an ing form. It means when we are going to make any continuous tense, we will use helping verb and ing form of verb. Right? Let's start with present continuous tense. Students, the present continuous tense indicates an action that is going on at the time of speaking or writing. It means the present continuous tense is used for an action that is going on or continuing at the present time. It means the action is going on, it is in progress. We also use this tense to talk about actions planned for near future. Okay? How do we form present continuous tense? The verb phrase in the present continuous tense is formed with is, am, are plus ing form. It means when we are going to form a present continuous tense, we will use is, am, are plus ing form of verb. Is, am, are helping verbs. Students, present continuous tense is also known as present progressive tense, and another name of present continuous tense is present imperfect tense. Now, let me tell you how to form positive, negative, and interrogative sentences of present continuous tense. Before I tell you about the structure of present continuous tense, let me revise you about subject. First person, second person, third person. What is first person? First person who is speaking. Here we have two words I and we for first person. I is singular and we is plural. Next person is second person, and second person is a person to whom we are talking. In second person we have you as singular and plural. Next is third person. Third person is a person to whom we are talking about. In third person we have he, she, it and name of any person for singular and they for plural. Is it clear to all? Let me tell you about the structure of present continuous tense. So we have a formula: subject plus to be plus ing form of verb plus object. It is optional. If we have object, then we will add it at the end of the sentence. Otherwise, we have a structure subject plus to be plus ing form of verb. So students, in present continuous tense, we will use helping verb is, am, are. We use am with I only. I, first person singular. And we use is with third person singular, he, she, it, or with the name of a person. And we use are with second person you and plural of first and third person we, they. Let me explain you the examples. I am going to school. In this sentence, we use helping verb am with I and ing form of go. Base form is go and we use ing form of go, going. So the answer is I am going to school. Next sentence is you are going to school, we are going to school, They are going to school. In these sentences, we use helping verb are with you, we and they, and base form go plus ing, and make ing form of go, going. Next, he, she, Sam. Here we have subject he, she, Sam. Sam is a name of a person, and we use is with he, she, or name of a person. Then we add ing with base form of verb go. So the answer is he is going to school, she is going to school, Sam is going to school. Let's see some more examples. Example number 1. I am playing football. In this sentence we have first person singular I, and we use helping verb am with it, and ing form of verb play, playing. So the answer is I am playing football. Second, you are playing football. In this sentence we use are with you, second person you, and ing form of verb play, playing. So the answer is you are playing football. Next, we are playing football. In this sentence we use are. Here we use are. We is a plural of first person, so we use are here, and ing form of verb playing. Play is a base form, and ing form of play is playing. So we write here we are playing football. Next, they are playing football. Here we use are as helping verb with they. They is a plural of third person, and then we are using ing form of verb play. So the answer is they are playing football. Next, he is playing football. Next, she is playing football. Next, Sam is playing football. In all these sentences, we use is as helping verb. We use is here because here the subject he, she and Sam. Subject of all these sentences is third person singular he, she, Sam. So we use here helping verb is and ing form of the verb playing. Is it clear? Now let me tell you the structure of negative sentences of present continuous tense. In present continuous tense negative, we have to write first of all subject, then to be form, that is am, are, is. After that we mention not, then ing form of verb plus object if any. Okay, let's see the examples. I am not playing football. Here we have subject I, and we use helping verb am with I. After helping verb we will use not. Here we have to use not after helping verb, and then ing form of verb playing, then object football. I am not playing football. Next, you, we, they. As you all know, we use helping verb are with you, we, they to construct present continuous tense, and then we have to add not. After not, ing form of verb playing, and then object football. So the answer is you are not playing football, we are not playing football, they are not playing football. Next, we have singular subject of third person he, she, it, and the name of a person, that is Sam. You can use any person's name here, and with third person singular and with the name of a person we use helping verb is and after that we mention not, then playing football. Just take a look at some examples for this. How do you understand to transfer some sentences into negative sentences? First example, I am playing football. It is a positive sentence. I am playing football. How to transfer it into negative? We add not after the helping verb. I am not playing football. Same like that. Next, you are playing football. You are not playing football. We are playing football. We are not playing football. They are playing football. They are not playing football. He is playing football. He is not playing football. She is playing football. She is not playing football. Sam is playing football. Sam is not playing football. In all these sentences, we use not after the helping verb is, am, are. Let's go to the interrogative sentences. Rule for interrogative sentences is to be plus subject plus ing form of verb plus object. So students, here when we start to make interrogative sentences, we start with helping verb. Here we write helping verb in the beginning of the sentence and then subject. Let's see the examples. Positive sentence, I am playing football. Positive sentence starts with subject, and in interrogative sentence we start sentence with helping verb. So we write am I playing football, and students, you have to remember one thing more. We have to mark question mark at the end of the interrogative sentences. Next, you are playing football. Are you playing football? Question mark. We are playing football. Are we playing football? Then mention question mark. They are playing football. Are they playing football? He is playing football. Is he playing football? Question mark. She is playing football. Is she playing football? Question mark. Sam is playing football. Is Sam playing football? Question mark. So students, to make interrogative sentences, always put helping verb in the beginning of the sentence and mark question mark at the end of the sentence. Is it clear to all? Right? Next kind of continuous tense is past continuous tense. Past continuous tense indicates an action that was going on in the past. Means the past continuous tense is used for an action that was going on or continuing at the some time in the past. Okay students, it also talk about an action that was in progress when another action took place. Okay, structure. The verb phrase in the past continuous tense is formed with was or were plus ing form of verb. Past continuous tense is also known as past progressive tense or past imperfect tense. Let's see the structure for positive, negative and interrogative sentences. Structure for past continuous tense: positive. Subject plus to be plus ing form of verb plus object. Here students, with I, he, she or proper noun singular we use was, and with you, we, they we use were plus ing form of verb. Base form is go and we have to write ing form of verb going. So the answer is he was going to school, I was going to school, she was going to school and Sam was going to school. Same like that with plural, we have to write you were going to school, We were going to school. They were going to school. Is it clear? Let's see some more examples. I was playing football. We use was with I. So the answer is I was playing football. Next, you were playing football. We were playing football. They were playing football. Here we use were with you, we, they plus in form of verb plus object. Next, he was playing football, she was playing football, and Sam was playing football. Here we use was with he, she, and proper noun singular. Let's see the structure of past continuous tense negative. First of all, we have to write subject, then to be form, then not plus helping verb plus object. With I, he, she and proper noun singular, we use was. Then not playing football. We place not after the helping verb. So we have to write subject, helping verb, not, ing form, then object. Is it clear? Next, with you, we, they, we use were. After were, not. Then ing form of verb, then object. Let's see how to convert past continuous tense positive into negative sentence. See, I am playing football. Again, like present continuous tense, we have to mention not after the helping verb. I was not playing football. You were playing football. You were not playing football. We were playing football. We were not playing football. They were playing football. They were not playing football. He was playing football. He was not playing football. Sam was playing football. Sam was not playing football. Remember, we always mention not after the helping verb. Always after the helping verb. Is it clear? Go to the past continuous tense interrogative. Interrogative sentences are also known as question sentences. In interrogative sentences, we put helping verb in the beginning of the sentence, then subject plus ing form of verb plus object plus question mark. It's compulsory to mention question mark after the end of interrogative sentences. Let's see the examples. I was playing football. This is the positive sentence. I was playing football is a positive sentence, and here we have subject in the beginning of the sentence. But when we are converting this sentence into interrogative sentences, put helping verb in the beginning of the sentence. So we have to write here, was I playing football? Then question mark. Next, you were playing football. Was you playing football? We were playing football. Were we playing football? Then question mark. They were playing football. Were they playing football? Then question mark. He was playing football. Was he playing football? She was playing football. Was she playing football? Question mark. Sam was playing football. Was Sam playing football? Question mark. So students, it's very easy to convert positive sentence into interrogative sentences. Just change the position of subject and helping verb. Okay? Put a helping verb in the beginning and then subject, and at the end we have to mention question mark. Okay? Next type of continuous tense is future continuous tense. The future continuous tense indicates an action that will be going on in the future or is certain to happen in the future. Means the future continuous tense is used for an action that will be going or continuing at some time in future. Okay, it is also used to denote future plans. Okay, now let me tell you the structure of future continuous tense. The verb phrase in the future continuous tense is formed with will plus be plus ing form of verb. Students, like present continuous tense and past continuous tense, future continuous tense is also known as future progressive tense and future imperfect tense. Let me introduce you positive sentence, negative sentence and interrogative sentence of future continuous tense. Structure of future continuous tense: positive, subject plus to be plus ing form of verb plus object. Students, we use shall be or will be as helping verb in future continuous tense. Mostly we use will be with all kinds of subjects in modern English, but formally we use shall be with I and we. But if we use will be with I and we, it is also correct. So we use shall be or will be with I and we, and with you, he, she, they and proper noun singular we will use will be. Is it clear? Let me explain you the examples. First, I shall be playing football. Here we use shall be with I, ing form of verb and then object. Students, you can use will be also with I. So it is also correct if you write I will be playing football. Next, we shall be playing football. Same like I, here you can also use will be. We will be playing football. Next, you will be playing football. They will be playing football. He will be playing football. She will be playing football. Sam will be playing football. So students, with second and third person, we will use will be. Structure of future continuous tense negative sentences: subject plus will not be or shall not be plus ing form of verb plus object. Students, we will add not in between shall or be or will or be. We will not write not after shall be. We will write not in between shall and be, will and be. So we have to write shall not be or will not be. Is it clear? Example, I shall not be playing football. You will not be playing football. Is it clear? Let me explain you negative sentences. How we convert a positive sentence into negative sentence. Here, first sentence, I shall be playing football. Here we add not in between shall and be. So we have to write I shall not be playing football. Next, we shall be playing football. We shall not be playing football. You will be playing football. You will not be playing football. They will be playing football. They will not be playing football. He will be playing football. He will not be playing football. She will be playing football. She will not be playing football. Sam will be playing football. Sam will not be playing football. We use not in between shall and be. In other words, we will write not before be. Right? Structure of future continuous tense interrogative sentences: will or shall plus subject plus be plus ing form of verb plus object plus question mark. We add object if it is present in the sentence. Otherwise, No need to write object. Students, let's see the examples. Positive sentence, I shall be playing football. When we are going to make interrogative sentences, we start sentence with shall. Shall I be playing football? Then question mark. We change the position of shall or will. We put shall or will in the beginning of the sentence and then we have to write rest parts of the sentence. Is it clear to all? See other examples. Shall we be playing football? Will you be playing football? Will they be playing football? Will he be playing football? Question mark. Will she be playing football? Question mark. Will Sam be playing football? Question mark. I hope you all see the change in the interrogative sentences. Only one change is seeing here. Just change the position of will or shall and rest of the sentence write as it is. Is it clear? Let's do some more exercises. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of verb given in the brackets with correct tense. Here we have a sentence. We dash, in bracket we have verb do, our best. We dash our best and we have verb do. And we have to change this sentence into present continuous tense. So we have to use are doing. In present continuous tense, we will use after subject is, am, are plus ing form of verb. Here we have we, plural subject of first person, so we have to use are here and ing form of verb. We are doing our best. Next sentence, I dash for you when you arrive at the airport. Here we have verb wait. And we have to convert this sentence into future continuous tense. And you all know when we are converting future continuous tense, we write will or shall plus be plus ing form of verb. Here we have subject I, so we can use shall or will plus be plus ing form of verb. So we have to write here, we will be waiting for you when you arrive at the airport. Is it clear? Next examples. Example number 3. The children dash in the park. And verb is play. And we have to convert this sentence into past continuous tense. So we use was or were plus ing form of verb with subject. And subject is the children, that is plural. So we use were here and then ing form of verb. So the answer is the children were playing in the park. Next, the president dashed the Republic Day parade. Here we have verb watch and we have to convert this sentence into present continuous tense. So we use is, am, are plus ing form of verb after the subject. And here we have subject the president, that is singular. As you all know, we use is with singular subject in present continuous tense plus ing form of verb. So we have to write the president is watching the Republic Day parade. Next, the principal dash a round of the school and verb is take. And we have to convert this sentence into past continuous tense. So as you all know, we use was or were with past continuous tense and then ing form of verb. Here we have singular subject, the principal, so we use was here. So the answer is the principal was taking a round of the school. Right? Next exercise, write the kind of continuous tense. First sentence, this time tomorrow we will be celebrating Ra's birthday. Just see the helping verb and ing form. Will be celebrating. Will be celebrating tells us that this sentence is related to future continuous tense because we use will be as helping verb here. Next, the boys were playing in the park. Here we use helping verb were plus ing form of verb. So it is past continuous tense. Next, the car is going in for a service next week. In this sentence also we have helping verb is with ing form of verb. So it is present continuous tense. Next, the child is waiting for his parents. The child is waiting for his parents. In this sentence we have helping verb is plus ing form of verb. So it is present continuous tense. Next, I was getting ready when she came. Here we have helping verb was plus ing form of verb. So it is past continuous tense because here we have helping verb was. Was and were present in past continuous tense. I hope you understood the topic. Thank you.